There it goes. There we go. Hopefully this isn't the first time you've been hearing me tonight, but I don't know what was going on. It just wasn't showing up on OBS. We're showing up fine here.
Yep, you're on now. I can hear you.
Oh, great. Awesome. So welcome to the broadcast, folks. Hopefully this isn't the first time you've been hearing me, but...
Well, I mean, that's the good thing about having graphics for the sponsors and stuff is if nobody heard us, they still got to see those sponsors.
Oh, absolutely. And we've been broadcasting the game this whole time, so... No action. I mean...
Action, no score.
Actually, we've had some great action, just no score. Outstanding pitching by both teams. And Bryce Rogo hits this one into left field, squeezed by the left fielder for the second out.
Okay, Carson, we go on two.
Still no score here in the bottom of the third. Nate Mullins, Greg Kinn on the call. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Carson Malott, the batter for Tiffin Columbian.
Okay, Carson.
0-1. That one outside. 1-1. Malott hits that one into left field, but once again right to the left fielder who squeezes it for the final out here in the third inning. So we head to the top of the fourth. Still no score here at Tiffin Columbian Field. Nate Mullins, Greg Kinn on the call with you. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Let's take a moment and we'll thank our sponsors for bringing you today's broadcast. Thanks to our pregame show sponsor, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Thanks to our weather report sponsor, Phillips Electric. Keys to the Game brought to you by X-Corate Mexican Restaurant. First Pitch, TPC Food Service. Thanks to our Call to the Bullpen sponsor, Rogers Flowers. And our Stick Around for the Postgame Show brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore, where we will present the Player of the Game, brought to you by MST Sauce Company. Also, thank you to Carmi's Bar and Grill, Steinman Signs and Graphic Inc., Beasel's Frame and Collision, Reno's Pizza and Pasta, Benchwarmers, TJ Willie's Fine Foods, 5-Star Maintenance and Construction, and Bookmeyer Printing. All proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Carson Malott on for his fourth inning of work. And he has just been mowing them down so far here today. He's got to have at least 5 strikeouts through 3. I mean, probably at least 4. I think he's got 5.
I was going to say, the games that we've covered so far, and I don't think I've seen this many batters go down swinging.
Oh, man, and he's froze up a couple of them, but he's struck out swinging at least, I'm pretty sure it's 5. I'm pretty sure he's got 5 strikeouts. Through 3 innings, that's like ridiculous for a high schooler. Leading off for Bellevue, Preston Ray.
Okay, Carson.
Ray playing center field tonight. Hits that one to the third baseman. Alzaquani fields. Guns it over to first. Gets the runner out there with no doubt about it. Plenty of time to spare. And that's a hard throw to make. From corner to corner, I mean, you got to have a good arm to make that throw. Stepped right into it, and gunned him down.
No.
One out here, top of the fourth inning. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn with you on the call. That one had some bend to it, but just not quite enough to bring it back into the strike zone. That one hit into right field for a base hit. As Mason Bova will be the batter. That was Mason Bova. Unless they got the numbers mixed up here. Look at this. So you see this? 11 Lapata, 11 is Bova here, 10 Bova, 10 Lapata down here. Like, I don't know if because I think that's Lapata because Bova's a little shorter guy. Bova's down there at first. Lapata's up to bat. Yep. Jax Lapata, the batter. Outside. 1-0. That's right. In there for a strike. Still no score here in the top of the fourth. One out. Runner at first is Mason Bova. Jax Lapata, the batter. Malott fires back to first. Bova back safely. Good eye.
Come on, Carson, you got this.
Runner made it to second there. Thought about taking third for a second, but didn't quite have enough time.
That one fouled back. Lapata putting together a pretty nice at-bat here. Of course, Lapata batting .395 on the season. With a .947 OPS. So he can get on base. Malott's got to work carefully here. Runner at second. Swing and a miss.
Another one there, Nate.
He struck him out. Took something off of it and brought it a little bit inside. And that's the second out of the inning. Ethan Moore, the batter, hits this one. Right field. Foul.
If anyone needs salt on their popcorn, I have the Band-Aids on my fingers to yes, he did. He's my hero.
Moore batting .425 on the year. They got some hitters. He's got a 967 OPS. Not to mention the fact, tied him up on the inside. 0-2 the count.
Almost looks like a golf swing there, Nate.
Right. Not to mention the fact he leads the league in strikeouts as well as a pitcher, an ERA. 30 innings pitched. He's got a .23 ERA. Moore hits this one to the second baseman. Fields throws, and he gets the third out in the top of the fourth. Still no score. We head to the bottom of the fourth. You're tuned in here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Nate Mullins, Greg Kinn on the call. Thanks for tuning in here. Tiffin Columbian comes into today's game with a 12-2 record. Bellevue 7-6 on the season, 4-3 within the SBC Lake. There's a lot of really good teams in the Lake this year. Perkins is putting together a really solid season. Bellevue, I mean, for 7-6, they've played some really tough ball games this year. Clyde's put together a pretty decent season. And Columbian leading the pack. Even Norwalk 8-4 on the season. Had a pretty good season so far.
Here we go, Janet. Here we go, Janet.
Jaden Myers leading off here in the bottom of the fourth. Still no score. Tyler Ray on the mound for his fourth inning of work. Fires that one in there for a strike. Nate Mullins, Greg Kinn on the call. Thanks for tuning in here. Greg Kinn manning the cameras and doing some double duty as he helps me out with a little color commentary today. Swing and a miss. Myers swung at a bad pitch there.
Thought he had something there.
He's just trying to win the game with one swing there, you know? The 1-2 outside, 2-2. That one outside, 3-2 the count. Now Myers works the count full in his advantage. That one outside. So Myers, after falling behind 1-2, draws a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the fourth. So runner on first for Braden Rogo. One 0 the count. Snap throw to first. Runner back safely.
Okay, Braden.
Outside. 2-0 the count. Now Ray struggling to find the strike zone. 5 straight balls here. Shakes it off. Looks at the runner at first. Here's the 2-0. That one in there for a strike. Paints the outside corner there.
Okay, Braden, you got that. A lot of holes out there.
The 2-1. That one's high. They look the runner back to first. In there for a strike. Full count now on Braden Rogo.
Okay, Braden.
That one hit foul off to the right. And that one inside. Might have hit him, but either way, it's a walk or a hit batter. He gets free base. So runners on first and second now. Nobody out.
Come on, Tucker.
We saw the situation earlier, Nate. Get men on base, no outs. It's a good place to be right now.
Ray looks the runner back at second. Comes set, little bunt to the pitcher. Oh, nearly comes up with the catch, but now he has no play as Tucker's going to beat out the throw to first. What an excellent job by Braden Tucker right there. Great effort by Tyler Ray to come off the mound and try to catch that one, because I'll tell you, if he would have caught that, everybody's in no man's land. He has 2 outs there. It would have been an easy double play if he caught it. Excellent effort there by Tyler Ray, but bases loaded now for the Tornadoes. Nobody out for Dave Auble III.
Yep, we've seen this situation before, and TC came away with no points. Be nice if we could get a couple runs in here.
Yeah, absolutely. Ray comes to the plate. That one's in the dirt. Lapata does a nice job to keep that one in front of him. The 1-0 outside. Ooh, called that one a strike.
Just squeezed in there.
Scraped over that outside corner. It had some slurve action to it there, but it just must have caught that front corner. Auble hits it to third. Once again, they come home for the force. They throw to first, and they saying safe at first. So Auble just able to beat it out at first. One out, base is still loaded. It's the same thing that happened with Auble the first time he came up with the bases loaded. Grounded out to third, and they came home for the force. So one out. Now Zaquani, the batter, he takes for a first pitch ball. The 1-0. That one's high. 2-0 the count. I catch myself watching sometimes too, you know? Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be talking.
It's easy to do that, to just slip into the fandom of it.
Mm-hmm. Al Zaquani with a good eye here. 3-0 the count. Al Zaquani batting .324 on the season. 9 RBIs. Wants to add to that total here. He does with a walk, as Ray will walk in the first run. And that will keep the bases loaded.
Keeps the bases loaded, and more importantly, finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard, Nate.
And we got some points on the board. One nothing Tiffin Columbian. Up to bat now, Preston Keckler. You're lucky it's rude to eat popcorn on the air, or else I'd be eating half that bag. Keckler hits that
nice
one. It's gonna, nice play by the shortstop to come up with that one. Mason Bova.
I thought two players were going to run into each other.
I honestly thought the same thing. I didn't know who was going to catch it or if it was going to be caught. An outstanding play there by Mason Bova for the second out of the inning. That's a big out there. Brings up Gunther Kissel.
Okay, Gunther.
1-0 Tiffin Columbian, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the fourth, bases loaded. Kissel takes first pitch, ball. That one hit foul off to the right. Kissel does have 7 walks on the season. 7 RBI. Batting .217. Kissel grounds it right to the second baseman, who, from his knees, makes the throw for the final out in the fourth inning. But the Tornadoes are able to scratch across a run. They lead 1-0 as we head to the top of the fifth. Nate Mullins, Greg Kinn on the call here with you. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Let's take a moment and thank our sponsors for bringing you today's ball game. Thanks to MST Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, Ex-Corre Mexican Restaurant, TPC Food Service, Phillips Electric, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Carmi's Bar and Grill, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Bookmeyer Printing, Rogers Flowers, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Reno's Pizza and Pasta, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, TJ Willie's Fine Foods, and 5-Star Maintenance and Construction, all proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. I'll take a moment and just kind of talk about one thing that we've got that it's not – I mean, I'm excited about it, Greg. To be honest, I'm really excited about this Saturday thing we've got going on at Benchwarmers as we confirm that with Brandon Shearer, the owner at Benchwarmers. So now we do have a spot for us this Saturday. We're doing a little draft coverage as we're going to set up inside Benchwarmers and just have a laid-back, chill Saturday where we just watch the draft and just enjoy the food, maybe drink a couple beers, do a live broadcast, do some recordings, have some interviews. We got some Browns fans there. Might interview them, ask them about the draft. Of course, it is day 3 of the draft, so we're hoping that maybe one of our local guys either gets the call on draft day or, as that first pitch fouled back, possibly maybe an undrafted free agent is signed at the end of the draft from one of our local colleges. That's the hope. So day 3 coverage of the NFL draft. That one drops into right field, and that's trouble. That gets all the way to the wall as Jaden Myers cuts it off before it does get to the wall. Nice job by Myers getting over there. But that was a heck of a hit there as he laid that one down right down the right field line. So a leadoff double. Nobody out. That was Tyler Ray, the pitcher, so he's trying to do himself some favors after giving up that run. He's like, I want that back. Let me get that back. That went in there for a strike. Lincoln Klaus, the batter. It's Claus or Klaus? Claus.
That's a tough one there.
Yeah. It looks like it would be Klaus. So did the batter call time there and that pitch doesn't count? What happened there? Because he put his hand back towards the ump. I think he gave him time. So I don't think that pitch counted. We'll see when he calls the next one what the count is. Swing and a miss. Blows it right by him. No, that was a free pitch. 1-2, and a swing and a miss.
Goes down
He
swinging.
struck him out.
How many of those are we going to see here today?
Woo-hoo-hoo. Man. He is he's locked in right now. Gave up that leadoff double. But now trying to limit that damage.
Always working. Here we go. Always working.
That one misses the strike zone. 1-0 the count. Malott looks back the runner at second. Of course, there was nobody there to cover, so he wasn't going to throw, but head games, that's all it is. Just trying to keep the runner honest. Carson Malott comes set. The 1-0. That one outside. 2-0 the count. I think now he's just got to focus on the batter here. Don't worry about that runner. Let him run around if he wants to.
Hey, Carson, you got this.
Just bring it home here. 2-0 the count. That one in there for a strike. Fires that one right down the pipe. 2-1 the count. Malott comes set. He deals. That one hit to the second baseman. Fields throws. It got the out at first, but the runner will advance to third.
All right, one more.
Redmond now with 2 down. Here in the top of the 5th. 1-0 your score, Tiffin Columbian. Leading Bellevue. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn tuned in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Joel Burris, the batter. 0-1 the count now. Malott fouls that one back.
Okay, one more.
0-2. Another foul back. I think this one's going to get out of play. And it hits the shed.
Hit right above you guys.
It did. It was loud.
I was going to give you a heads up, but it surprised you.
Yeah. I knew it was coming. When the catcher tries to make a play for it, I'm like, all right, this is going to hit the press box. The 0-2. Strike 3
Just
called.
like that.
Paints the outside corner. And Malott gets out of the jam after giving up the leadoff double. No runs scored. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 Tiffin Columbian, your score. Let me tell you about my friends at First National Bank of Sycamore. It's a great business, and they are uniquely rooted in our communities, proudly serving their customers since 1919. They have locations in Sycamore, Tiffin, New Regal, and McCutcheonsville. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Once again, your friends at First National Bank of Sycamore, another proud sponsor here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Can't thank them enough for their contributions. Jerry Weininger, all the great folks out there. That's a great place to do business. And just, when you got good people, it helps. It makes you feel comfortable, especially with a bank. You know, like you go into a bank and, I don't know, sometimes you go into the wrong banks. Maybe those big banks, they just treat you like another customer. They treat you like another number. That's not the treatment you're going to get at First National. No. First National Bank of Sycamore, no. They're going to treat you like your family because they're part of this community, and they want you to know that they care about this community. That's why they're sponsoring things like this. That's why they're so involved in the community. They want you to understand that they're here. They're here to stay. This is a great community-minded business. Once again, your friends at First National Bank of Sycamore. Bottom of the 5th, leading off, Bryce Rogo, the batter for Tiffin Columbian.
A lot of holes out there.
Tyler Ray on for his 5th inning of work. That one outside. 1-0 the count.
You got this.
Rogo batting .400 on the season with a .935 OPS. Hits that one right to the first baseman, who will cover for the first out of the inning.
Okay, Carson.
Lincoln Klaus fields that one, takes care of the out. Carson Malott, the batter, trying to help himself out here. Add a little cushion to his lead. That one outside. 1-0 the count. lot. Hits that one to the shortstop. Bova with an excellent play. Fields that one on the run. And I think he hurt himself in the process. He's limping. Came up limping after that one. Don't know what happened, but he had an excellent play. I mean, he fielded that. He picked that right out of the air. Took a wicked hop on him, but was able to field it and throw over for the second out of the inning. But he is hurt. He's dealing with something. Not sure what exactly happened, but he's in pain.
Kind of looks like he's almost grabbing his ankle area there. Maybe he rolled his ankle when he was running.
Yep. Two down here in the bottom of the fifth. 1-0 Tiffin Columbian. Tornadoes looking for their 12th win of the season. They're 12-2 now, so they're looking for their 13th win of the season. And they're going to take him out of the game. So Mason Bova will exit the game due to injury, and they're going to need another shortstop. Number 6, Sam Hosang, will come in, and he will sub in at second base as Carter Lapata will move over from second to shortstop. I believe that's what they're doing. Jaden Myers is next up for Tiffin Columbian. Myers, you want to talk about numbers? Batting .465 on the season. .907 slugging percentage. .564 on base percentage. You want to put that together? That's a 1.471 OPS. That's just...
That's some good stuff right there. Good work.
That's just nasty. He's got 20 hits in 43 at-bats on the season. And 4 home runs. And he's looking for another one here. 2 down. That one down low. 1-0 the count. Myers has a really good eye. Draws a lot of walks. He's patient. He looks for his pitch, and he's not going to swing at a bad pitch most of the time. Once again, outside, 2-0 the count. He's going to make you pitch to him. There's no way. Myers skies this one off to the left. Foul. 2-1 the count. Huh.
Should be 2-1.
Oh, okay, it's 1-2. That's the same pitch he called a strike. 2-2 the count. The 2-2. Myers fouls that one off to the right. That's going to go out of play. He's had it all day, but that was pretty big. I mean, he's had a pretty generous strike zone. We'll say that for the outside. Inside, not so much, but outside, he's given it to both pitchers. It's not like he's calling it one way, but that was probably the furthest outside I've seen him call one. The 2-2. That one outside. 3-2. So full count for Myers. He's worked it back into his favor now. That one outside, and Myers draws the walk. He was spitting on all those outside pitches. He didn't want anything to do with them. That's what you're taught, as a batter with that kind of plate discipline. don't swing at a pitch if it's not something that you can do something with. Well, I mean, what are you going to do with those outside pitches? Slap it down the line, maybe poke it into right field? He's not a guy that you want to try to tell, slap it down. You want him pulling that ball. You want him to try to get a launch angle on it. Rogo, little dribbler back to the pitcher, who underhands to first for the final out here in the 5th inning. No damage done. Ray, once again, impressive as he makes short work of this Columbian lineup. Top of the 6th inning coming up here. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you. Let's take a moment and thank our sponsors for bringing you today's ball game. Once again here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Thanks to MST Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, Ex-Corre Mexican Restaurant, TPC Food Service, Phillips Electric, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Carmi's Bar and Grill, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Bookmeyer Printing, Rogers Flowers, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Reno's Pizza and Pasta, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, TJ Willie's Fine Foods, and 5-Star Maintenance and Construction. Those are your proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. You hear a lot of those names, and a lot of those places, you start talking about it, just makes you hungry. You know, like MST Sauce Company and Ex-Corre Mexican Restaurant, Benchwarmers.
You guys were killing me last night.
I mean, and then you want to talk about all of them and all the just phenomenal food that, I mean, all of our sponsors on Heart of Ohio Sports have to offer. But folks, a lot of these guys, they're looking for help. Like, they need help. Especially Reno's Pizza and Pasta, right now, they are hiring for all positions, guys. So if you are looking for a job, you're looking for a good place to work, and you're looking for good people to work for, John Reno, one of the best guys in this community.
Community-driven company to work for. You know that they're going to be around for a long time, so you don't have to worry about job security or anything
Absolutely.
like that.
You talk about a family-run business there. That's, 4 generations of family running that business? I mean, Johnny now taking the reins, kind of taking over things. Just outstanding business, outstanding food, and one of my favorite places to go after the game, have a bite to eat. So once again, if you're looking for a job, folks, head into Reno's. Maybe you got a kid. You're tired of him sitting around? Send him over there. That one's hit into left field, and Auble does a nice job coming on to make the play for the first out. And if you got a kid, you're tired of him sitting around, you want him to get a job, hey,
Tired of
Reno's.
buying them B-Bucks?
That's right. Tired of buying V-Bucks, hey, put them to work. And I'm telling you, Reno's does a good job with kids. They got some kids working in there, and they do a good job of kind of developing them, if you will.
Being that first job for the young kids.
For sure. That first pitch outside, 1-0 the count. That one outside, 2-0. Carson Malott on for his 6th inning of work now. That one hit foul off the right side. Myers giving chase, but that one's going to hit just outside the fence. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Preston Ray, the batter for the Redmen. 2-2 the count. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. The 2-2. Strike 3 call.
Okay, one more.
Ray goes down looking. And Malott. I'll tell you what, for a pitcher having a 1-run lead in a game like this, he is just dialed in.
He's got ice in his veins, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. That one high. First at bat of the game for Sam Hosang as he came in the last inning for Mason Bova. That one in there for a strike. Once again on that outside corner. Goes both ways, you know. He's been pretty fair. He's been consistent. That one fouled off to the right and back. That's right.
One more.
And it's hard to find good umpires. These guys are a great crew. They've done a great job here today.
You can tell if they've done a good job by the crowd reaction
That's
to
right.
these calls.
That's right. Fouled off to the left. Stays 1-2. 2 down. Fouled back. Hosang battling here in this at-bat. Putting together a pretty decent little at-bat here. You're going to talk about a quick game, Greg. Last night, what time we get done with that game? 8 o'clock?
Too late.
It is the 6th inning. Top of the 6th. It's 6:10.
Wow.
We were down there till almost 8 o'clock before the game ended last night. That just tells you how fast these pitchers are working. Whoo, swing and a miss, but actually he got a piece of it.
Just got a piece of that one.
Hey, Carson.
Sam Hosang putting together a nice at-bat here. The 1-2 outside, 2-2. Hosang trying to earn himself some more playing time here.
Okay, Carson, you got this.
Mo out there knowing that he wants to swing it at, try to get him on the outside ball there.
That's right. That's a smart move by the pitcher. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
That's what he was looking for right there.
He goes down swinging. And Carson Malott makes short work of the lineup once again. 1-2-3, 6th inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Still 1-0, Tiffin Columbian. Nate Mullins here with you on the call. Folks, I want to remind you about another one of our proud sponsors, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. They've been a part of this community for 70 years. They're a member-driven financial cooperative, and they are delighted to provide a personal touch to an often impersonal industry with a focus on respect and member satisfaction while caring for your financial needs. Stop at Your Legacy, located at 25 Schaefer Park Drive in Tiffin. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA. Of course, my wife posted something today, finally shared her progress on social media. She's not much of a social media person anymore. She doesn't do much sharing or posting or anything, but she's got something big coming up. Her and I are working on this studio together, and, you know, she's really excited about some of the things she's got coming up, and she shared the paintings that she did inside of Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. If you go inside the bank, inside the lobby, you'll notice that there is a large Your Legacy Federal Credit Union logo above the teller station, and then if you turn around, there's another large Your Legacy Federal Credit Union logo behind you as you're standing at the teller station. Well, she painted both of those.
And I tell you what, Nate, no joke at all, those things are crisp looking. I thought they were almost like, you know, vinyl graphics or something at first.
That's what I told her. I said it looks almost like it looks like if they took it to a graphic shop and told them they wanted vinyl stickers done. I mean, you can't tell the difference. She did an outstanding job. So proud of her and proud of all of her accomplishments. Once again, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, one of our proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Okay, Tuck, get
Stop out, check out the murals that she did, and while you're in there, tell them, hey, Heart of Ohio Sports sent me in here to look at these.
Go ahead,
Bottom of the 6th coming up here. Leading off, Braden Tucker for the Tornadoes, who lead 1-0 in this tightly contested SBC Lake rivalry matchup. Ray on for his 6th inning of work. Fires that one in there for a strike. Tucker hits that one to the shortstop. Fields throws, and he guns him out at first. Nice play there by Carter Lapata. I mentioned earlier about Reno's hiring, but I told you everybody's hiring right now. Literally everybody. One of those people, one of those places, TJ Willie's, one of our proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. They just recently did an open hire event, but they are still looking for quality employees.
Oh, I bet, especially with prom season coming up, you know they're really busy.
For sure. Well, they're trying to expand their hours a little bit, but they really can't. You know, when they're short-staffed like that.
Yeah, it's really hard to be open when nobody's there to run the place.
For sure. Auble fouls that one back, 0-1 the count. One out here, bottom of the sixth. But, yeah, I mean, if you know anybody who's looking for a job, TJ Willie's is a great place to work. Another one of those fine community-minded sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. That one hit to the right side over first baseline. The first baseman squeezes it for the second out. Here in the bottom of the sixth. But yeah, if you are looking for a good job, I mean, I actually sent one of my buddies out there to get a job. Gino Botten was looking for a job, and he's like, "Hey, can I use you as a reference?" Absolutely, for sure. He's been out there a couple months. Messaged me today. He's like, "I'm loving it, loving every bit of it." Alzaquani hits that one to the second baseman, bobbles it, but manages to pick up and throw it out. Throw out Alzaquani at first for the final out here in the bottom of the sixth. So we head to the top of the seventh inning. Still 1-0 Tiffin Columbian, but man, you talk about a fast game. This is just, wow. I'd like to know what the pitch count is for both of these pitchers, because
that inning right there just flew by.
That one was, I don't even think he threw 6 pitches in that inning. Lots of contact, but no hits allowed. And Carson Malott looking to close this one out with a complete game shutout victory. As coming up next, you got the 3, 4, and the 5 hitters. So the heart of the order coming up now for Bellevue. You got to watch with that heater. I'm telling you, you can't turn it on, because if you do, well, it's going to kill all our power up here. Dan and I learned a lesson earlier this year. Killed the power on one of our broadcasts. Shut it off for about 10 minutes. It was nice and toasty, though, I'll tell you. It was great. Yeah. You pretty much can't, I mean, with a space heater, you should never have one plugged into a surge protector or a power outlet or anything. Just plug it straight into the wall. Top of the seventh.
Hey, Carson. Come on, TC.
Jax Lapata leading off for Bellevue. That one outside for a ball. That one outside, I think, or maybe low. 2-0 the count. Maybe he realizes the game's going a little too quick, and he's like, hey, all right, maybe I need to. Fouled off to the right. Oh, what a barehanded snag down the right side by one of the Redmen in the dugout. That one deserves an instant replay. If we had one, man, I'd have loved to have that camera angle. That was great. I mean, he snagged that over the fence. The 2-1 hit back up the middle, and it's going to get down for a base hit. Even if they would have fielded that, they had no chance to get the runner out at first. Lapata was hustling down. And so now the Redmen with a little life here. Runner at first, nobody out.
Okay, heads up.
Carson Malott who, for the most part, has been almost perfect today. Just the 2 base runners allowed. That one fouled back as Moore squared up to bunt.
I know, and I wanted Bryce Brady to get taller next to him. I know, to see him. Yeah.
Well, those hot dogs are smelling good.
I think so too. When he walked up there the first time, they thought, wow, he's really tall.
Oh yeah, that's how it works. Candy bars instead of hot dogs. Hey, he lifted today. He got his lift in, so. I'm not saying nothing. Look at DK Metcalf. That dude eats Skittles all day, and look at him. Like, for real. I'm not saying nothing.
Hey,
you
now,
work
I
out?
eat Skittles all day too, though. So
Well,
that ain't saying nothing.
But do you do the workouts that DK Metcalf does?
I plead the fifth.
Right, exactly. I was going to say, if you take care of your body, I mean, Chad Johnson eats, Chad Ochocinco, he eats McDonald's every day. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Once again, we watch a batter go down swinging, Nate.
Ethan Moore, the victim that time. As Malott strikes him out for the first out of the inning here. Top of the 7th. Runner at first, 1 out. As Carson Malott looks the runner back at first. Comes set, now fires over to first. Runner back safely. That one outside. He's tightened up that strike zone here in the top of the 7th. The next game we will bring to you is the Calvert versus St. Joe game. That's this Monday at 5 o'clock. It'll come to you live from Zip Zallar Field. I was corrected today. I called it Seneca Fieldhouse, and somebody commented, said, no, this is Zip Zallar Field. All right, well, that's what I will call it from now on. I noticed that as we were leaving yesterday, that one in there for a strike, 1-1 the count. As we were leaving yesterday, I did notice that sign on the field house, but it's nowhere on the scoreboard, nowhere at the field, so I didn't know. I had no idea. So now I do, and I will give it proper recognition. My apologies to the Zallar family. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second, and they get the runner out at second for the second out. What a throw.
What a heads-up play there.
Braden Rogo, the quarterback, showing off his arm there. Guns down the runner at second. So a strike him out, throw him out. It was not a strikeout. There's the strikeout to end the ball game.
Wow.
Malott strikes out the batter, and that's the end of the ball game. Complete game shutout from Carson Malott. And I'll tell you, he had to have at least 10 strikeouts. I wasn't counting them, but it had to be close to 10. Wow. What a ball game here today, folks. Once again, your final score 1-0 as Tiffin Columbian moves to 13-2. The Redmen fall to 7-7, 4-4 in league play. We'll step aside. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back for the First National Bank of Sycamore postgame show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. You've got it locked in right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. All right, welcome back to the First National Bank of Sycamore postgame show. Nate Mullins and not Tommy Hall.
Oh, I can be Tommy Hall, whatever. Motorcycles. I like wrestling, Tommy Hall.
Greg Kinn and Nate Mullins tuned in here. You're locked into the First National Bank of Sycamore postgame show. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Once again, your final score 1-0. As
I tell you what, after TC having the bases loaded twice in this game, I can't believe we only walked away with a 1-0 win.
I know. They had plenty of opportunities to score more, but
that just tells how good Bellevue did on defense to be able to get out of those situations there.
If you think about it, the game was decided on a walk. That's how they scored their run.
Yeah, that's true. They had bases loaded and walked a guy, yeah.
They walked a guy in. Just an outstanding pitching performance by both pitchers today. Tyler Ray, I mean, you want to talk about a kid who I didn't want to see either one of these guys lose today, but somebody had to. Right. And that's a tough loss to take if you're Tyler Ray. You went out there, pitched your heart out. You hit a leadoff double to try to get yourself,
I thought they were getting something going there.
Yeah.
That one.
So I just, hats off to the Redmen for playing a heck of a game. Hats off to Tyler Ray for an outstanding pitching performance. But, Greg, we got to talk about our MST Player of the Game. MST Sauce Company brings you the Player of the Game here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And, we talk about the Player of the Game a lot. But this one was a situation where I think we've given the Player of the Game to an offensive player almost every time. Last night we give it to a pitcher. Well, what do you know? Tonight it's going to go to a pitcher again.
It's, undoubtedly – he was the deciding factor in this game. He came into this game and he threw almost a perfect game. And like I said, Nate, of the games we've covered so far, I have not watched that many batters go down swinging on strike three. It was amazing to watch.
Just an outstanding game here today, and quick, very fast. It's literally 6:30 right now as we wrap up the broadcast. But we want to thank you for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Once again, I want to take a moment to thank our sponsors.
I was going to say, 6:30, it's just enough time to go down to Madison Street.
Absolutely. You got plenty of time. I would expect to wait, though. At this time, 6:30 at night, you're going to be waiting for a table.
But aren't we VIP, though?
I don't know how that works there, honestly, but don't listen to this guy. So, once again, we want to thank our sponsors for bringing you today's ball game. You're listening to the First National Bank of Sycamore postgame show, and we are, once again, talking about the MST Sauce Company Player of the Game. Today we gave it to Carson Malott. Once again, thanks to MST Sauce Company for providing the Player of the Game sponsorship. And congratulations to Carson Malott because he had one heck of a ball game here today, Greg.
It was enjoyable to watch, that's for sure.
It really was. Once again, thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to our Player of the Game sponsor, MST Sauce Company, as well as our post-game show sponsor, First National Bank of Sycamore. Thanks to Ex-Corre Mexican Restaurant for bringing us your keys to the game, which today was poise. And I'll tell you what, Greg, Carson Malott displayed a lot of poise today.
Oh, absolutely. You talked about it during the game with only having a one-run lead. For him to just stay so cool, calm, and collected like that, it was incredible.
When even, he got that one run in the very next half of the inning, the very next inning, they come out, Tyler Ray slaps a leadoff double, and you're thinking, here we go.
In trouble now.
Yeah, but stayed poised, stayed confident, stayed under control, and kept his team in the game. Once again, that's your keys to the game brought to you by Ex-Corre Mexican Restaurant. TPC Food Service brings you the first pitch for the games, and we thank them for their sponsorship. Once again, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union was our pregame show sponsor. And thanks to Rogers Flowers for sponsoring the Call to the Bullpen, which today there was only one. And it wasn't even a pitching change. It was just to go out there and
calm him down.
Calm him down.
Yeah, bases loaded like that. You need to make sure they don't get in his head.
And when that happened, it worked. Mm-hmm. The first time, bases loaded.
And they got out of there.
He got out of it. No damage done. Once again, Rogers Flowers, your Call to the Bullpen sponsor, and Phillips Electric, your weather report sponsor. Also, thanks to Carmi's Bar and Grill, Steinmetz, Signs and Graphic Inc., Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Reno's Pizza and Pasta, Benchwarmers, TJ Willie's Fine Foods, 5-Star Maintenance and Construction, and Bookmeyer Printing, all proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Now, Greg, the next time we have a game is next Monday, but the next time we'll be broadcasting Saturday as we broadcast live from Benchwarmers. It'll be a periodic broadcast. I don't expect us to be live for the whole third day of the draft, But
Oh, no, got to be live the whole time. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a fun situation, something new for us. We've dabbled in the draft, covering things audio-wise, but we've never done a nice little draft show like this with everybody bringing them into the fold with us and things like that. So it'll be a fun day Saturday.
now we got to be careful because we can't show any of the actual footage of the draft on our screens, on our broadcasts. But we can show our reaction.
Oh, now I'm bummed out because I was going to put it on there.
It can. You can come down and watch it with us. We're going to be at Benchwarmers this Saturday for coverage of the day 3 of the NFL draft. Once again, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, one of our fine, proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Greg, any final thoughts before we wrap things up?
I mean, this was a great game to watch. Even if you weren't that big of a baseball fan, this was a game that you could have thoroughly enjoyed. And for me, I'm glad we got out of here with the sun still shining and we can get out of here and enjoy the rest of this day.
Yeah, absolutely. Quick game. Thanks to Carson Malott, our MST Sauce Company player of the game, for, working quickly today.
For getting us out of here.
Yeah, getting us out of here quick. Thanks to all of our sponsors once again for bringing you today's ball game. Thanks to all of you for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Keep it locked in right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State. We got a lot of exciting news coming up soon. Make sure you stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch. And make sure you like and follow on Facebook, as well as share the video with all of your friends. Thanks once again for tuning in. Nate Mullins, Greg Kinn, live from Tiffin Columbian Field.